Hey guys, Moody Style here. We're talking about the Rival 700 today. I'm going to do an unboxing for you guys. As typical with most SteelSeries products, the box is really high quality. The advertising looks really great, and there's also going to be some tape in the upper and lower sections of it. The inside of the box here has a scissors hinge to allow you to open up and take the mouse out, as well as the packaging for the cables. There's two cables. It's a braided cable and there's the standard cable. I currently use the braided cable on my Rival 700. I think it's just a better look, and it's also a better continuity for cable management. So when you're comparing the Rival 700 to the Rival 300, the Rival 300 is a much lighter, longer mouse. It feels great in my hand because I have long fingers. And it tracks very well on the QCK mouse pads that I have and I use. The Rival 700 is a really balanced mouse. It's not too heavy, but it also feels grounded. It feels a little bit more stuck to the mat whenever I am dragging it across the mat. So, when I'm AWPing in Counter-Strike, or if I'm playing a really, really tense situation in Rainbow Six Siege, I really like this mouse because I know that I'm not going to flick too far, or I know that I have to drag it just far enough for player tracking. So using the SteelSeries Engine 3, you can customize colors on your mouse wheel, as well as the SteelSeries logo, just like any of the other mice. But you can also upload images and GIFs into the OLED screen. You can flip negative or positive, and while it can't do color, it can do animations, which are really, really awesome. So inside the customization for the LED, you can upload different images. You have a dither tool, which will allow you to add or take away detail. I found that if you find images that are just really kind of plain Jane, nothing too complicated with a ton of colors or a ton of formatting issues, it looks better. I tend to leave dither off just because it keeps the continuity going of the original image. But I used a variety of images here to show you just how unique your LED customization could be.
I've had my hands on the Rival 700 now for a few months now. I got a tester back when it first came out, and there were some things that they ironed out between the tester and the full release Rival 700. And it's a really exciting mouse. I'm thoroughly enjoying using this mouse. I use the Rival 300 at home, but in my studio I use the Rival 700 pretty consistently. It's a very light, very long mouse. It feels very comfortable in my hand to play games like Counter-Strike and Overwatch and Rainbow Six Siege with. And the Rival 700 is just a much more efficient mouse in my opinion. It's heavier. It's also smaller, so I feel the deliberate grip when I'm on it. And being able to customize it's one of those things that's really exciting for me. I feel like personally, once I can have enough Rival 700s to be able to have one at home and one in the office, it's going to be my go-to mouse. I'm in the office quite a bit, either doing documents or practicing some of the games and things like that. And being able to customize it's one of those things that's really exciting for me. I feel like personally, once I can have enough Rival 700s to be able to have one at home and one in the office, it's going to be my go-to mouse. I'm in the office quite a bit, either doing documents or practicing some of the games and things like that. So it's exciting to be able to have one in both places so I can get used to them at the same time. I have a Rival 300 in both my office and at home, but I end up finding myself drifting back to the Rival 700 pretty frequently. Key things that I want to point out about the Rival 700 mouse is if you like heavier mice, this is going to be a really great mouse for you. This mouse is also intended to keep you using it without switching to another mouse forever, right? Every piece of this mouse is modular. So you can replace things like the shell back here, you can get a different gloss or a rubber or a matte or something like that. The OLED is also customizable. The sensor at the bottom is also customizable, so you can either get laser or optical. And from what I understand, there's a new sensor type coming out at some point with the SteelSeries, so you'd be able to swap between the sensor types that you'd like, and for good reason, right? Like I think that when you find a mouse that you like but you hate certain features about it, that starts to tick away at you quite a bit, because now you're investing in different mice and you're trying to see which one you like and which one feels good. If you like the Rival feel, it's the same feel that the Rivals had since 2013, 2014. It's just heavier. It's got a little bit of a scoot at the back, so that way it's a little wide too. My hand's pretty comfortable. I just have long fingers, so at the top end of the mouse, I find myself having to scoot just a little bit back. It's nothing uncomfortable. It's just I find myself having to just bring it back a little bit. The knuckles go up just a little bit, but it's a great mouse. It's a great mouse to have, and it's a great show-off piece as well. When we did the Team Liquid party, I had the Liquid logo, spinning around and doing some cool stuff on the GIF in the SteelSeries engine, and people can see it on the mouse. So we were talking about it. People were coming over and asking questions about the mouse or using it and things like that. So it's exciting for me to be able to provide a really cool experience just by showing people a mouse with an LED screen. It's not common that people know about the Rival 700 already. So when people see it for the first time, they have a lot of questions, and I love being able to answer those questions. So with the Rival 700, what would the cons be? Obviously, switching mice for most people is a pretty terrible situation to be in. Most people found a mouse that they really like, and they want to keep that for a while. So the idea is you have to break this mouse in and kind of get used to it, which isn't a bad thing. I don't think that's so terrible. I think that's okay. It kind of makes you have to readjust some things and get back to the basics on a lot of games. Maybe even changing some crosshair settings and stuff like that just to compensate for what you get here. The mouse is super fast, but like I said, it's a heavy mouse. So if you're a ARM player, I'm a wrist player, so it doesn't really affect me too much. But you can feel the weight. So if you're an ARM player, I can see how this can get kind of frustrating, how it could be frustrating for you. But I think with a week or two in, you're gonna have adjusted to the mouse pretty well, and that stuff should be a pretty minor problem to run into. I'm Woody Style. You guys know I'm part of the Twitch stream team for SteelSeries, a couple of other brands and things like that. I'm grateful to be able to even review these kinds of things, and I'll have more reviews videos for you guys going forward. These are the first two of many review videos that I'm going to be doing. So I will see you guys later. You can catch me on twitch.tv/WoodyStyle and twitter.com/WoodyStyle as well. Feel free to shoot me a message or let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section below. And I will talk to you guys soon. So catch you later. Have a good one.